students, welcome to Talk and Chalk. I'm Beck. I'm a teacher. I just do videos, unedited, unscripted, on different bits of teaching tips and advice. If you haven't subscribed yet, the button's just down below, and if you have, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate all the lovely feedback that I've gotten on my first couple of videos that I've done so far. It's been wonderful. Today I'm going to do a topic just about flexible learning spaces for newbies. So if you've already been doing it for a while, this video is definitely not for you, but feel free to tag or share for any teachers that are considering doing it. I've just got a couple of tips on how to get started. You might have been thinking about it, you might have heard about it, maybe you're a teacher that's in a school that hasn't really embraced the whole idea of it yet or given it a go. So if you'd like to give it a go in your classroom, I've got just a few ways that you could get started giving it a go and seeing how your students respond to it and see how you respond to it as well. Keep in mind that flexible learning doesn't necessarily mean having specific types of furniture. A lot of people get really bogged down in the whole idea that you need certain types of furniture to be able to embrace flexible learning spaces, which really isn't the case. It's more about the choices that you're giving kids and the idea that they can have control over their learning environment and control over the choices they make in that day that can impact on their learning and enhance their learning as well. So I got some video of my classroom today with just some little bits that I started with when I first started using flexible learning spaces and the tools that you could use to get started. So I'm going to flip to that video and then come back. So check this one out. Okay, I'm here in my classroom. You can see it's quite spacious. I really love the amount of space that I've got. But if you're someone who is new to starting flexible learning spaces, obviously you might still have rows of tables or groups of tables out there, not as much furniture as I've got at the moment. I'm going to show you just the few things I would recommend starting with if you haven't quite got this amount of furniture or space going in your room yet. So I'll show a few things that I started with. Okay, so one of the first things I started using was the whiteboards. These ones are pretty good. They're lightweight, they're magnetic, they're easy to use. They can be used on the floor without a problem. If someone steps on it, it's not going to break. They're quite durable and you can use them anywhere in the classroom, on the table. They're really good. Do work on it, lean on it, awesome. All right, over here I've got clipboards, same thing. These are great for leaning on. In drawers, easy for the kids to get to. They can keep them closed and lean on them. They can clip work in here, put work in here, lean on that, and work absolutely anywhere they want to in the classroom as well. So the other things I've got are over here. I keep them in a tub. I've got tons of these. I've got hundreds charts. I've got number lines. I've got word charts. Lots of word charts, heaps of different word charts that the kids can take at any time, even the novelty ones from book club, and they can pick those up and also take those anywhere in the classroom. So if they want to work here, put it in front, put their work there, sit at the table, take it on the floor, stick it in the clipboard, put it anywhere they want, and that way they're not stuck at that table where that is sticky taped to the table. They know they can work anywhere with it. If you do want to start with a bit of lightweight furniture, I recommend ottomans. These are seriously so light, so easy to move. I can put them anywhere, pick it up if I want to, and they're comfy. Kids sit on it, lean on it to work, working groups around those ones, and these are only $25 each if you want to start with an easy piece of furniture to move. Really good. Okay, this is a bit of a reading area for my kids. I pick the books that go in there and they're constantly changing with my messy pencil to boot on the floor. And the thing I love over here is the pillows, because obviously they can also get moved anywhere. Put them on the floor, kids can sit on the floor. These are seriously the best things ever. These are milk crates, repurposed. They have wood underneath, and then this is a cushion on top. And so we can store books in there, store anything you want in there. But the good thing is these are lightweight. I can pick it up. Any kid can move it. Put it anywhere in the classroom. They can lean on it to work, sit on it, store stuff in there, have a group of 4 around it, play a game. Easy to move. And yes, they are lightweight enough for the kids to move them because they do. Okay, so you can see from my classroom that I've got lots of different learning spaces in that room. There's no defined space for children. They don't have name tags on tables or anything like that. They can pick any spot that they want to learn in at any point during the day, and they can change it. They can change it in the middle of an activity, they can change it at the end of an activity, and they don't have to ask my permission to move. There's a well-established rule that says as long as you are doing your best learning, you can sit wherever you like. You can sit on the floor, you can sit at the table, you can sit on the lounge, you can use the cushions, you can use anything to lean on. That's not a problem. But I know that there are still a lot of classrooms out there that don't have that much space. They've got a lot of furniture inside the classroom because there's nowhere to store it. So you might not be able to do that. So don't look at this video and go, well, this just can't be done. I can't do flexible learning. That's not the case. You can still have your tables together. That's not a problem. However, doing things like I showed you, having the different table mats where you can move them anywhere in the classroom. Kids don't have to stay at that table. You can embrace the floor. Come to the floor. Use the carpet. If you've got pillows, use pillows. Kmart have got them cheap if you really want to go out and spend money, but you don't need to. Just giving them the choice about where they want to go and where they feel best, that they best learn in the classroom, is a good way to start. Just having those conversations. So even if you have that one time in the day where you say, okay guys, you can pick wherever you want to sit today. And I know the immediate response most people have, and I had it as well, is my kids cannot handle it. I've got behavior needs here. I've got additional learning needs there. I've got language needs over there. And we all have those high needs in our classroom that we think cannot handle it. Give them a go. Give them a chance. It will be tough at first, and it's a very big learning curve for students and for teachers to take on such a new approach in the classroom, which is why just pick bits and pieces to start slow. If you've got that mindset, there's no way my kids can handle it, then it's obviously not the right time for you to start. But if you think, maybe I might give it a go, maybe the kids can handle it, then try something little, like using whiteboards or using the floor, using pillows, using something to lean on, and just removing those labels that say you can only do your best learning where I say you can learn. Give them the chance to have ownership over that learning and show you what spaces they like to learn in. They might surprise you. You never know what they might come up with. And always keep that very well-established rule that if you are not doing your best learning, I now get to pick where you do your learning. I get to pick where you sit. I get to pick where you work in the room. And if you need to bargain, you know your kids. You know your kids best. Teacher knows their kids best. So you need to make those decisions. Remember, when I do these videos, this is just what works for me, what works for the people that I've been with in the education industry before. I'm not saying any of this is gospel. This is just what's worked for me. So if you're someone who's thinking about giving it a go, put a comment down below. I'll reply to you. I'm happy to engage in conversation. Check out the description below as well for my Facebook page, my Twitter, my Pinterest. I'd love to talk to anyone out there that's either got some apprehensions about it or some concerns, or they think that might not be able to work in their class. I've got lots of experience with special needs kids, and I've got lots of high needs in my class as well. And you just saw my classroom, which is very, very open, and it's working for my students as well. So hopefully this has helped you guys. Feel free, like I said, to tag anyone you think it might benefit, and I'd love to hear from anyone with their ideas as well. Thanks guys. Bye. Just as a side note to anyone who hasn't actually gone to Clever Pickles to check it out, it looks like this. I'll put the link to it down here. And I'll put a link to one of my videos at the top there that's a bit more popular, so you can have a look at what it's like. The idea being is that kids should just be able to sit down and watch them whenever they want to. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. Thanks guys. Bye.